Breaking news for gun owners out of Washington, D.C. Gun control has been filed. H.R. 715 is on the move. This is Joe Biden's bill to end private sales in America. You guys will not believe who is sponsoring this bill. Watch the video, hit the link, and join the fight today. Hey guys, Aaron Dorr here with Washington Gun Rights. We have a lot going on right now trying to stop Governor Inslee's assault weapons ban here in Olympia, but this is a breaking news update for gun owners on the fight to stop gun control in Washington, D.C. Guys, everyone knows that Joe Biden has two primary objectives when it comes to gun control this Congress. Number one, he wants to do what our governor's trying to do, ban so-called assault weapons, ban those AR-15s. But Biden's other goal is universal background checks. Universal background checks because he wants to register every gun owner in America because this tyrant cannot confiscate what he cannot find. Now, I know we already have universal background checks here in the state, but please do not tune out this video because this bill may come down to 1 or 2 votes in Congress, and our one lone Republican may have enough clout to make or break this bill. So here's where we are right now. Joe Biden wants this bill done badly. Last Congress, Nancy Pelosi passed this bill through the House. It was H.R. 8. The bill died in the Senate, and then gun voters took back the House in November, fired Pelosi as Speaker of the House, and most of us thought that maybe, just maybe, we'd have 2 years of relative peace because the Republicans controlled the House. Sadly, guys, that is not the case. Just last week, H.R. 715 was filed in Congress. It does exactly what H.R. 8 did last Congress. It bans private sales, gives Joe Biden a national registry of gun owners, and makes us into felons if we disobey this. But here's the problem. It has been sponsored not by a congressional Democrat. It was filed by a Republican, guys. Meet Pennsylvania's Brian Fitzpatrick, Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick. He is the rhino backstabbing traitor who is the lead sponsor of this bill. This guy is such a gun grabber. When he ran for re-election last year, he had the endorsement of Michael Bloomberg's Every Town for Gun Safety. So this guy is clearly not simply confused about gun rights. He is an absolute enemy to gun owners across the country. Now, if you have no time for anything else, whatever else you do, hit the link beneath this video and sign your petition telling our delegation here in Washington State to vote no on H.R. 715. If you've got more time, here's some of the details. You see, if that's all you knew about this bill, that it was filed by a Republican, that'd be dangerous enough. You see, if you're Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, you're not going to move a Democrat-filed gun control bill, not because you're pro-gun, because Kevin McCarthy is not, but because you're pro-Republican Party, and those are bad optics. But now, with a Republican-filed gun control bill, this gets far more palatable. But it gets a lot worse because the Democrats do not follow these territorial rules. They don't care who sponsors the gun control bill. They just want to pass gun control and take away our guns. So in the first week, H.R. 715 was filed in Congress, 180 congressional Democrats have already co-sponsored this bill. That means that McCarthy can now say he has massive bipartisan support to move this gun control bill. But it gets worse still because last Congress, when Pelosi passed H.R. 8, at the last minute, she had broad Republican crossover support because she wanted to have that bipartisan protection. So right now, there's no other Republicans on this bill besides Fitzpatrick, but that could easily change, and it would change if this bill moves forward for a floor vote. So again, it's important, guys, take a moment, hit the link, sign your petition, and tell our entire delegation that you do not give them permission to vote for H.R. 715. I know we have mostly all Democrats here as our congressional delegation, but this is going to be such a close vote that our only Republican may be enough to make or break the outcome of this bill. So take a moment, hit that link, and get involved because we all know what this is. This bill is not designed to stop crime. It wasn't designed to identify and track criminals. This bill has one purpose: to identify and track you and me and everybody else in our state and in our country who owns firearms. And we all know why. If the government ever gets a complete list of gun owners, we know what happens next. We can all read that in a history book. So don't sit down on this one. Don't wait this one out. Don't hope for the best. Get involved. Hit the link. Sign your petition, guys, and make sure your congressman knows that you are 100% opposed to H.R. 715.